What's up everyone, Brad here with the Money Dad channel. In this video we're going over the stock Safe Bulkers, stock ticker SB. There is a pattern shaping up on this stock chart that I think can play and make some good money on. I'm going to go into the fundamentals, what the company is, talk about the pattern, and then give you guys a price target that I am shooting for on this trade. All of that in this video, so let's jump in. Okay, so I've got TradingView open. We are looking at Safe Bulkers. Wow, stock ticker SB. This is a marine shipping transportation type company, currently sitting at $2.75 with a market cap of $281 million. So small cap company, but pretty consistent here, right? It's a marine transportation type. They've got a lot of consistency in their revenue and profits. Now, on that profit part, speaking of that, let's get into that. I want to show you guys the financials here because that's really interesting. It speaks to what this chart is doing. So let's pull open these financials. You can see in 2017 they had $148 million in revenue, but they were not profitable, right? Negative net income of $84 million. In 2018, they increased revenue and flipped to positive net income, so they were profitable. 2019, they were profitable again, but they're losing a little bit of that profit margin. And then in 2020, they went negative on net income. They were not profitable. So, 2020 was a rough year for a lot of people, a lot of companies, and that was the case here for Safe Bulkers. But you don't really know the whole story until you dive into the quarterlies, right? This is the annual. This is the entire 2020 year was negative. Let's jump down into the quarterlies. In quarter one, 2020, they were negative net income on $45 million revenue. Quarter two, negative on $48 million. Quarter three, they flipped positive, $3 million of net income on $52 million of revenue. And then in quarter four, $7.6 million of net income on $52 million revenue. So they are growing their revenue, they are growing their net income, right? They had a rough first half of 2020 and they are kind of coming out of it. They're moving in the right direction. So good looking financials there going forward. Okay, now remember that they kind of flipped positive halfway through 2020. Let's back up on this chart and take a look. So I have this chart pulled all the way back to like 2017, right? We're heading down since middle of 2018, heading down, and then right around the October, November of 2020, what happens right here? They drop an earnings report. Let's scroll in now a little bit more. This is the earnings report where they said that they were profitable again for the first time in a long time. And look what happened to the stock chart when that happened. It flipped from, heading down to sideways to boom, now they're heading up, right? And they just had another earnings report around the middle of February where they were profitable again. And that really propelled them into this new area of this chart. And that is what started this chart pattern that we're looking at in this video. Look at this volume profile here, guys. You have these big moves up right here on big volume, and then as we trickle down in price, the volume dies off. And then you get another big move up on big volume, and then you kind of trickle sideways on lower volume, right? Boom, big move up on big volume because of that positive earnings report, right? Profitability again for a second quarter in a row. And now we've been chopping sideways here with declining volume. Look at the RSI, we're oversold. That is an indicator that we should start heading up soon. What happens after we chop sideways for a while? Well, the last two times that I just mentioned that we did that, we chopped sideways for a little while, and as soon as volume started to pick up again, price started to pick up again, right? You see what I'm getting at here, guys? This is the momentum of this stock. The momentum is up on this stock. We've just been consolidating for the last 2 to 3 weeks, waiting for the next move up. And there is a pattern playing out here that suggests we're going to have a big move up soon. And by the way, you've also got TradingView saying this is a stock to buy based on the technicals. And you've got bar chart over here given a strong buy rating, 100% buy with strengthening short-term outlook on maintaining the current direction. And long-term indicators fully support continuation of the trend. So short-term and long-term both looking very good according to bar chart. So you got TradingView on board, bar chart on board. I talked to you guys about why this stock has kind of flipped around in the last 6 months, and it's been going straight up after going down for a while, right? Now let's look at this pattern and get a price target. I'm actually going to give you guys 2 price targets. I'm going to give you a target that we're going to reach conservatively and start to take profits at, and then I will give you a more lofty price target that I think we can also reach with a little less probability, but as long as you're taking profits at that first price target, then I think we'll be fine. So let's zoom in a little bit here on these candlesticks to make it easier to draw these lines, okay? So we have overhead resistance right about here. We've got our underlying support right about here. You guys see what this is yet? And we have a flagpole right here. Let's zoom out a little bit. What do you get? That looks like a bull pennant, right? Or at least a wedge pattern. So I drew that flagpole to this bottom right here because of this little sell-off right here. But if we want to be a little bit more aggressive with this flagpole, we can absolutely start it right here as well. So we're going to have 2 flagpoles on this one, which is going to give us 2 price targets. I'm going to probably play this as long as we break out to the upside over this blue line. I will be entering a position on this one. I will be targeting that conservative price target first, and I'll take profits there a little bit while we are still targeting the higher price target as well. Okay, so the way that this pattern works is you have this overhead resistance right here, and we are trying to break above it. As soon as we break above it, we close a candlestick above it. We are targeting a specific price to the upside where we would sell for, you know, some pretty good profits. So the flip side of that is we have this blue line underneath. If we break under that blue line, that is a bad sign. That indicates kind of a breakdown in this pattern. We do not want to be in this trade any longer, so that would be the point where we want to sell out. So how do we get this price target to the upside? We take this flagpole right here, copy and paste, and we move it to wherever we think the bull run is going to start. So if we think that this candle right here we just put in on Friday is the bottom and we're going to head up from here, we move this flagpole over, start it at the bottom of that candlestick, and our conservative price target on this stock is $3.75, right? That's pretty significant because we're currently sitting at $2.75 on this stock, right? So we're talking about exactly $1 of upside on a stock that's less than $3 a share. So you're talking about more than 33%, right? You're talking about 35-40% profit as our conservative trade target, right? Now you don't want to enter this trade until we're above this blue line. That indicates the breakout. So that's going to cut into our profits a little bit, but that cuts down on your risk, right? You don't want to enter this trade while we're still in this wedge pattern right here because you don't know which way it's going to break out. Now we do think it's going to break out to the upside because this is a continuation pattern of a bull trend, right? We're in an uptrend, a bull trend before this pattern, and this pattern is a continuation pattern, meaning that it should continue whatever pattern was happening before the pattern started, but it doesn't happen every time, right? It's the stock market. Nothing is 100%. There's no guarantee here. So while it does break out to the upside more often than not, it doesn't happen every time, so we need to be a little bit careful here. We want to wait to enter our position until we are above this blue line. That is our indicator that it is time to enter this trade. We are starting a breakout. So again, on the flip side of that, if we break down under this blue line, then you want to be a seller. You do not want to be in this trade anymore. Okay, so you enter maybe in that $2.85 range, you target $3.75. We get there, we start taking profits. You've made a ton of money, congratulations. But I am going to, as long as this plays out, I'm going to leave a little bit of money in as well because we have a much bigger price target to get to. So let's take this flagpole, copy it, paste it, and also move it to where we think our bull run is going to start. And we're going to get a more aggressive price target of $4.30 to the upside, okay? So that's 2 price targets. One of them you're looking at about 40% upside. The other one, you're targeting $4.30 on a $2.75 stock. So I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but it's a lot more, right? So this is what I will be watching for on Monday, March 8th, when the market opens. You might be watching this video that day or the day after. It's okay if you're watching this video a day after or a few days after. You know, you have all the information here in this video to go and check out this stock chart yourself and see where we are at in the pattern, if it's broken out. You know, if we're heading towards that price target, if it's broken down and it's no longer a viable trade pattern anymore, all that, this video will still be valid whenever you watch this, right? The information is there. So that's what I've got for Safe Bulkers, stock ticker SB. If you guys like this, hit that like button, subscribe button, consider joining the channel. If you're not a subscriber yet, I do stock chart pattern analysis. We make trades based on these patterns that we see on the stock charts. And if you're not a channel member yet, if you join the channel, I believe it's $2.99 a month, you get access to my trades in real time, and you get access to my live streams after I stream. And thank you all so much for everyone that has already subscribed and joined the channel. I really appreciate everything you guys are doing for me and my family. We're so fortunate to have you guys here on this channel. Thank you again so much. That's all I've got, guys. I'll see you down in the comments below and in the next video. Thanks. We just start recording and we see what happens, right? Is that even level? Fix it in post. We can just fix that in post, right? Can you fix anything in post? Is anything fixable in post?